All right, let's talk about something that is absolutely blown up online, manifestation. You've definitely seen the videos, maybe you've even given it a shot. But what is it really? Is it just a new age self-help trend, a serious spiritual practice, or something else entirely? We're going to dig in and find out.
First, just to give you a sense of scale here, look at this number, 34.6 billion. Let that sink in. That's how many views the hashtag manifestation has on TikTok. This isn't some niche corner of the internet anymore. It's a full-blown global phenomenon, promising anyone and everyone the power to attract whatever they want into their lives.
The latest flavor of this whole thing is called lucky girl syndrome. It's basically Gen Z's spin on positive thinking. The idea is super simple. If you just keep telling yourself that you're lucky and that the universe has your back, well, it will. It's catchy, it's easy to share, and it has absolutely spread like wildfire.
But here's where it gets really interesting. While lucky girl syndrome might sound brand new, the core idea behind it is anything but. This whole viral sensation is really just the latest page in a story that started over 100 years ago. So to really get what's happening today, we need to rewind a little bit.
So let's peel back that first layer. The direct ancestor of all this manifestation talk is a concept I'm sure you've heard of, the law of attraction. This is the big idea that's been the engine behind countless books and seminars for decades.
So at its heart, the law of attraction says that our thoughts aren't just little things happening in our heads, they're actual energy. And the core principle is like attracts like. So if you're constantly sending out positive, successful, happy thoughts, you're going to attract positive, successful, happy experiences right back to you. And of course, the opposite is supposed to be true too.
And you can see here, this idea has been around for a long, long time. The seeds were planted way back in the 19th century. Then it got a big boost in the business world in 1937 with the classic book Think and Grow Rich. But the real explosion, the thing that made it a household name, was the book and film The Secret back in 2006. That really set the stage for the TikTok trends we're seeing now. It's the same idea, just repackaged for a new generation.
This quote from The Secret really just says it all, doesn't it? It's this incredibly powerful and honestly kind of heavy idea that what's going on in your head isn't just reacting to your life, it's actively creating it. But okay, where is this creative power supposed to come from? For that, we've got to go even deeper.
So if your thoughts are the cause, how do you get them to, work for you? For a lot of practitioners, it's not just about trying to think positively. It's about working with a much more ancient energy system that started in India thousands of years ago, the chakras. The belief is that these are the key energy centers in our bodies that have to be aligned for anything to go right.
I love this analogy from the folks at Sattvic Yoga. They say to imagine your energy system is like a water pipe. When it's clear, water flows easily. But stress, bad habits, emotional stuff, all that acts like dirt and gunk that clogs up the pipe. And so the practices, like yoga and meditation, are all about cleaning out that pipe, so your energy and your life can start flowing freely again. And here's the basic map of that system. You've got 7 main chakras running right up the spine, and each one is tied to a different part of your life. It starts at the bottom with the root chakra, which is all about your sense of safety and stability. Then you move up through centers for things like creativity, confidence, and then you get to the heart chakra for love and compassion. It goes all the way up to the crown chakra at the very top of your head, which is about your spiritual connection. The goal is to get all these energy wheels spinning in harmony.
So how do you even know if a chakra is blocked? Well, according to this system, the symptoms are things we all deal with. Feeling totally drained, emotionally all over the place, insecure, that might point to a blocked root chakra. Having a hard time speaking your mind or being honest, maybe that's a blocked throat chakra. The idea is to connect these everyday struggles to specific energy points.
Okay, so this brings us to the how. If these energy centers can get blocked, what do people actually do to unblock them? Well, they turn to very specific practices, mainly things like yoga and meditation, which are designed to zero in on each chakra and get it moving again.
In yoga, for instance, certain poses, or asanas, are believed to stimulate different spots. So a deep, grounding squat like malasana is thought to activate the root chakra and make you feel more stable. A gentle backbend like Sphinx pose can help open up the heart chakra. An inversion where your head is below your heart is said to kickstart your third eye for better intuition. And then there's the internal work. During meditation, you might visualize a spinning wheel of colored light right where that chakra is located. You focus all your breath and attention on that spot. And sometimes you'll chant a specific sound, a mantra,
that's believed to create a vibration that literally helps shake that energetic blockage loose.
Okay, we've gone from TikTok all the way back to ancient India. We've seen how this all works from the inside, from the practitioner's point of view, but now we have to make a hard pivot. What does science have to say about any of this? How do psychologists and researchers look at manifestation?
And this slide right here gets to the absolute core of the debate. On one side, you have positive thinking, which science agrees can have real benefits for your motivation and mood. On the other side, you have what researchers call magical thinking. That's the belief that your thoughts, all by themselves, can directly change the world around you with no action needed. And the huge question for critics is, which category does manifestation fall into?
And you might be surprised just how many people land on the magical thinking side of that line. A study published by researchers connected with the National Institutes of Health actually measured this, and they found that over a third, 35% of the people they surveyed endorsed these ideas. So we're not talking about a fringe belief here, it's pretty common.
But here's where the study gets really interesting, because they looked closer at that 35%. And what they found is a paradox. Yes, believers in manifestation saw themselves as more successful and had bigger goals. But, and this is a big one, they were also more likely to be drawn to very risky investments. And incredibly, they had a higher likelihood of actually gone bankrupt. Researchers think it might be because, if you're 100% convinced you'll succeed, you might not pay enough attention to the real-world risks.
And that brings us to the most common and most powerful criticism of the law of attraction. Critics like these point out that if you truly believe your thoughts create your reality, then there's a really ugly flip side. It means that when bad things happen, an accident, an illness, poverty, then on some level it must be your fault. It's a philosophy that can very easily slide into victim blaming and a whole lot of self-blame. So where does that leave us? What is this whole manifestation thing at the end of the day? Is it a powerful tool for empowerment, a psychological trick to build confidence and keep you focused on your goals, or is it a blueprint for delusion, something that can lead to bad decisions and a lot of pain? Maybe the answer really depends on where you, personally, draw the line between faith in yourself and a belief in magic. Thanks for joining us.